Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I am showing you some of the books that have been on my TBR the longest. First of all though, I want to show you my shirt because while I was going through the summer from hell, my mom, who loves me, got me this shirt which says, "I'm not a bookworm, more like a dragon." And I think it's great and I love it, and my hoard is my books instead. Let's get started. These are in no particular order because I'm estimating how long they've been. Some of them are related to very specific events in my life, such as a trip that I took, and so I know basically exactly how long I've had them on my shelf. However, for the most part, it's just that they've been on my shelf for at least 2 years. The first one is Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I bought this one in South Africa at the Victoria and Alfred waterfront. They had a great little bookstore in there. I also bought my British version of the Harry Potter series there and hauled that across the Atlantic. By the way, don't put that in your carry-on. Anyway, so I bought this one because it sounded really good. I had never heard of Adichie before as an author, no idea who she was, but this book sounded really good. It is 1960s Nigeria and it follows 3 different people. I went to South Africa 2 years ago, so I should maybe get on this. Similarly, I have The Sculptures of Maupin by Zaki Smida, which I also bought in South Africa. So again, it's been on my shelf for 2 years. I bought this one because it sounds sort of like what we would assume a Grecian book is, except it's set in Africa. It just sounds fantastic. And I wanted to buy books that were set in Africa while I was in Africa. I did. I just haven't read them yet. Next up, I have one that's been on my shelves for about 4 years, and I remember this one because I asked a stranger in Barnes & Noble for a recommendation on historical fiction. She told me to read The Princess of Ireland by Edward Rutherford. This is about Ireland. She said it was one of his better books, so I decided to start with this one and then branch out into the rest of his works. Problem being, that was 4 years ago and I have not touched this book since. I do want to read it because I am very interested in Ireland, even though I've never been to Ireland. But I need to actually make myself sit down and read this and get it off my TBR. Next I have Sovereign by C.J. Sansom, which has been on my TBR for about 6 years now. I got this as one of 2 books I bought at the University of Leicester bookshop when I was studying abroad there in 2012. 6 years. So this one is a mystery set in Elizabethan times, specifically 1541, so technically Henry VIII's reign, since he didn't die till 1547. At any rate, I've read one of C.J. Sansom's work, the other one that I bought when I was over there, and I really enjoyed it. They're different, and as far as mysteries go, I do prefer them to be historical, and with my obsession with the Tudors, it makes perfect sense that a Tudor-era mystery is great for me. I just need to sit down and read this because it is a bit of a chunker and I honestly don't really remember the characters. And the last one is one that I'm unsure about, but I know that I got recommended it in high school or early college, so I think it's the one that I remember being on my TBR the longest. And that, thank you Katie, Colors of the Earth by Ken Follett. This had a miniseries which I watched with Eddie Redmayne and it's fantastic. So I wanted to read the book, which Katie said was really good, but I haven't gotten around to it yet because it's just not high on my priority list. I like medieval England, but predominantly because it gets me to Tudor England. Again, I do want to read this because I've heard Follett's writing is beautiful and the miniseries was great, so if the book is generally always better, how could this not be good? Those are all of the books that I remember and the longest books that have been on my TBR. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up down below. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button down below. As always, I will leave my Goodreads linked in the description if you want to check it out. But until my next video, bye.